year is a crazy year in the ACC. There's so many good players, so many good teams, so many different coaching styles. So all we do is take it one game at a time, prepare for that opponent, try to play the best we can. Pittsburgh's an outstanding team. Last night they went 18 for 37 from three, a lights-out three-point shooting team, a lot of different weapons. They've got two very athletic big men who alternate at the five position, who are doing very well. They've got Jamarius Burton, who's an outstanding two-way guard. He's strong and tough. And then Hinson and Elliott are outstanding three-point shooters. They're going to really challenge our defense.
Go to Bo Healy from the South Dade News Leader. Bo? Bo, you're
on mute.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Bo. We'll go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke?
Hey, Coach. So Nigel Packers averaged 17 points and shot 50% from the field over his last three games. I'm just curious, how have you seen his growth with the rest of the team really elevate as the season has gone on?
Well, I think everybody knows, and I've said this very often, Nigel went from being predominantly a two-guard, a shooting guard, to a point guard, and it's a huge difference in responsibility. You're handling the ball a lot more. And I think he's just getting more and more confident and comfortable at the position. The more confidence he is, the more confident he'll shoot the ball. So I think he's playing terrific basketball right now.
Go back to Bo.
Yeah, Jim. They took 58 shots last night, Pittsburgh, in the win over Wake Forest, 37 from the three and 21 from the two. You going to do anything different defending them?
I hope we'll guard the three pretty well. I think they're a terrific three-point shooting team, but Jamarius Burton was their leading scorer until last night. So he didn't take that many shots. He was getting the other guys involved. So you have to be able to guard the two, but you really have to contest the three. You can't give them open three-point looks.
Go to Zuby Charles from Kane Sport. You're unmuted, Zuby.
Hey, Coach, end of that 9-game losing streak against FSU. Just how good did that feel on the road in such a big win, Coach?
Well, I told the players beforehand how important the game was, mostly for this season. Those guys, a lot of them weren't even a part of the last few years, but, we want to win as many conference games during the regular season as possible. We got Clemson and Virginia sitting on top, but they're only a game or two ahead of us. So we want to be in the mix right to the bitter end.
Go to Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald. Michelle.
Hey, Jim, can you just talk a little bit? I missed the first question, so I hope it wasn't this, but just a real scouting report on Pitt, and how do you guys, how do you think you'll match up? What are the most critical areas that you're concerned with them, and how do you think your personnel matches up?
Well, one of the things that Coach Capel has done at Pitt right now is he's gotten a group of hard-nosed kids who really play defense, and they do a lot of ball screening. We do a lot of ball screening. So it may very well come down to these two categories: who scores better in transition and who scores better out of their pick and roll offense. And we do match up. They're about our size, a little bit bigger, like everybody is, but this is more of a matchup of similar sizes. Norshad will have a 6'11" guy that he has to guard, but everybody else is kind of in the same ballpark between 6 foot and 6'6".
Go to Marcus Benjamin from Keynes County. Marcus.
Hi, Coach. I know Isaiah Wong was dealing with a sinus issue. Can you kind of update us on his status and just the way that he kind of bounced back in the Florida State game?
Yeah, I would say Isaiah was under the weather for a week, but started to feel better actually during the game. And you know that by the way he started attacking, and he started making some threes. He and Nigel both had 18 points, so our backcourt was very efficient, very successful, and we need Isaiah. He's one of the best players in the league, and when he's 100%, he's a handful for the opponent to handle.
Jerry DePaula from the Pittsburgh Tribune Review.
Jim, thanks for your time. I was wondering what you guys did so well against Florida State after Pitt had struggled a little bit against Florida State a few days previous.
Well, I would just say that our guys were really very ready to play, and we got ourselves off to a great start. You know, one of the things about making shots is if you make the shot as a player, you start to feel good about your whole game. And we started out the game really making shots. Nigel Pack got it started, then Wooga Poplar chipped in, then it was Jordan Miller, then it was Isaiah Wong, and pretty soon our whole team was playing well. So every game is different, every opponent is different. What Pitt did against Florida State and what we did against Florida State really has almost no relevance because neither one of us played the type of defense that Florida State does.
Go to Josh Moser.
Hey, Coach. I have a question about a game that happened last night. Loyola Chicago and Duquesne met, and there was a delivery guy that was trying to give the referee McDonald's. I'm curious if something like that happened to you, what would your reaction be if it had to stop the game?
Well, I know that I love McDonald's, so I'd probably just take the sandwich bag and eat it on the sideline. But I tried to see the video. I couldn't see the guy. So I clicked on it several times to see if I could see him, but the video was too small and I couldn't get it to show the delivery man.
Have you seen anything like that happen before?
No, I've seen like pigeons fly on the court. I've seen dogs run on the court. I've seen fans come out of the stands and run on the court. I've never seen a delivery man.
Anything else for Coach L? All right. Thanks, everyone. Michelle, last question from Michelle.
I wanted to ask, hopefully, again, this wasn't the first question because I missed that one. I want to ask about Wooga. Were you asked about him already?
No.
No. Okay. Can you just talk about his role? What did you expect from him coming into the season? What does he bring? I mean, he starts and then he goes out and then he comes in. And what is it that, what do you think he brings and adds to the team this year?
Well, quite honestly, he's taking Cam Auguste's spot. He's our starting three-man. He's our third guard. And on Thursday, in a conversation that I had with him, I told him that. I said, look, you're in the starting lineup for a reason, and you need to have the kind of balance in your game like Cam had. Shoot some threes, shoot some pull-ups, take the ball to the rim and get some layups, rebound, defend, share the ball. And he did all of that. He made a couple of threes. He made some pull-up jumpers. He took the ball to the basket and got fouled. He stole one and made a layup. He had 5 rebounds and 3 assists. So that was a Cam Auguste type game, and we want to encourage him to keep doing that. I've always said our best teams are the ones that we have 5 guys in double figures. Might not be the same 5 guys every night, but we want 5 guys sharing the ball and getting into the scoring column.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll have Wooga